Hi, everyone. This is Kathy. Welcome to my channel, Kathy Mammal and Psychic Medium. Welcome to your weekend forecast for Friday, October 31st through November 2nd. I can't believe it. I don't know about you guys, but how did we get to November already? This is a single psychic prediction. I will be asking our spirit guides what is coming next in love, what is the energy around you, things to think about. I will give you some initials and some charms, so we'll be using those as well. And please use this reading to help you to manifest the love that you are worthy of and deserving of, or to confirm a love that's come into your life. So let's get started. Let's call in our spirit guides. Let's see what they have for you today. Heading into the weekend, what loving energy is all around you. So let's see. Spirit, please share with me. What is it that you need us to hear? What is it that you want us to know at this time? I'm so grateful to be here with everybody. I ask that you guide me with loving messages. I am listening for you now. Let's see what we have. Ask your angels. Okay. Seek the divine. Your angels want to support you. Ask your spirit guides, ask your angels for help. That's what they're there for. Okay, so don't be afraid. Be very specific. This is what I want. Okay, so just talk to them. They're there for you. Your lost loved ones, your ancestors. Spirit just reminded me. I have a past life connection. Someone with heavy influence from a past life is with you. The way I just said, your lost loved ones, okay, that they're here for you, right? That, yes, they're in a different realm, spirit saying, but they have the ability to travel. They have the ability to come and visit you. They have the ability to come and give you peace and comfort and love. So, of course, we know that, for those of you that have lost your parents or sibling or someone very close to you, a spouse, a child, they're always around us. So it's a little bit of a reminder that we can rely on them. We can lean on them, and they want to be here with you. I have reading more, but it's coming into me more as a psychic energy, as like reading others, not necessarily reading a book. It was, you have the ability to see the good in somebody. They're saying you have the ability to avoid somebody, like there's something about that person that I'm just not going there. There's almost a feeling of it's black and white to you right now. You're either going to invite somebody into your life that's filled with white, or you're going to just push somebody away. So you have that strength. I have 1212 on the clock, so I'll grab that angel number as I'm recording this as well. And but you have that ability to read their energy and take advantage of that. That is God's way of showing you that, sending you clues. Listen to the clues. Look for the signs. I have obsession. Focusing too much on a situation and needing to take a step back. Am I obsessing over something that I can't have? Am I obsessing over something that it just isn't working? It didn't work. Is Spirit asking me to move forward? Is Spirit saying, hey, I got something better for you? Let's see what the cards are saying today. Spirit, please share with me. I have a 7 of Pentacles. I'm going to be so sad putting away all my Halloween decks. I've been having so much fun with my Halloween decks. I mean, I can use them year round, but I tend to pull them out all at the same time around this time of year. Let's see. I have a 4 of Cups. I have an 8 of Wands. I have a Queen of Cups. This came into me as you feeling your own energy shifting with that 8. It was almost a sense of, I can feel something coming into my life. Okay. For those of you that are sensitive to weather, it's that feeling of, I know it's going to rain today. It was that kind of a feeling, like I just know something is coming into my life, and I know it's coming in fast. I know that it's coming in soon. Okay, so and it's a very loving energy. So I'm prepared for it. I'm ready for it. Maybe some of you are just having a hard time with, I'm still wish I wasn't thinking about something else, but I am ready for that new person. I think that you're prepared. I do. I feel like the only thing that might be holding you back is the who. And they're sharing with me that you'll know it when you see it. And I'm asking them how. And they're saying that, first of all, it's almost like a moment in time. Okay. It's when our eyes meet. It's the first, not necessarily the first time our eyes meet, but it's the first time our eyes lock into each other. It's a deep soul gazing energy. And this person says, whoa, like, I don't remember the last time I looked at somebody so deeply or looked into somebody's eyes so intently. So I feel like that's the inner knowing. That's the moment that you will know that this is the person you're supposed to be with, and they'll know that you're the person they want to be with. So something going on here with this kind of locking eye energy. I have a 4 of Pentacles. I have a 9 of Pentacles. They're saying working on myself. I've been holding back because I've just been trying to work on myself, which is fine. I have a Knight of Swords. I'll move ahead when the right one comes along, is how that just came in. And otherwise, it's a feeling of, I don't want to be worse off than where I'm at. So maybe it's taken you some time to be in a better place. Yeah, I mean, but they're saying that you have the ability to read somebody very well. You could be a really good judge of character, or you have a really good sense about somebody, like this person's going to work out or they're not. So I wouldn't be afraid of that as much. You know, I love the 5 of Pentacles. I don't see it as a negative energy. I always read it as it's somebody being put in your life that you can get through anything with. It's the person in your life that no matter what, they'll always be by your side, and sickness and in health and financial times and difficulties and what you don't know, I know. So I 4 wands at the bottom of my deck. Yeah, somebody who's in it for the long run. So you've got somebody, I do feel a sweeping energy, they just said. I kind of picked up on a broom because of the witches. But I do feel like a sweeping, I'm going to say sweeping you away, you know, sweeping you off your feet. Feeling that I don't remember the last time I felt this lighthearted, or I don't remember the last time I was wanted to get to know somebody. That, you know, that I wanted to get to know everything about them. You know, that's when you really are interested in somebody. It's not just, I want to, you know, asking them, you know, hey, where'd you grow up? It's, I want to know everything about you. I want to know about your past relationships. I want to know where you've been. I want to know what your dreams are, what you're looking forward to. So what you like to eat. Let's see what else they're saying. Off to a good start. I have intuition. Your intuition's at play right now. Okay. Trust it. You know, it's, some of you may be hesitant that my intuition isn't, I feel like I second guess it, but don't trust it. The power of intuition will light your path, providing a connection to the divine. So that is your ultimate, those are your ultimate answers. Okay. Those are that inner voice that speaks to you, that says, this is good or this isn't good. That says to you, keep going or push this away. Right. So you all know that voice. Now, some of you avoid that voice and you'll say afterwards, I should have listened to my intuition. I should have paid attention to those red flags, and I didn't. So this time you're going to do it. I have love. Love, a steadfast embrace of the heart, flows through and from you at all times, for all time. So this so much love to give. and somebody sees that in you. You know, it could be somebody who would describe you to somebody else, that you have a big heart. You're beautiful inside and out. So you have a lot of love to give. And that is, you know, that's what they notice about you. You know, they don't want the person who, I don't know, wants to be taken care of, or what are you going to do for me energy. You know, that's not who your person who's coming towards you wants. They want the loving, kind, nurturing. I would say they're leaning towards, I want the divine feminine in somebody to come and shine. So they're leaning towards that energy. I have a wish. A wish motivates the heart's desire, keeping hope and faith alive. Hope and faith. Boy, those are big words, aren't they? Hope and faith. I'll never give up on either. You know, I feel like those are words to live by. Let's start to get a couple of clues. Okay. So let's say, Spirit, tell me, what would this person, I'm going to do it this way. What will this person love about you? Okay. What will they love your big heart. They love this nurturing nature. They love your intuition, because I think your intuition is going to shine. What will they love about you? You're intelligent. Absolutely. Maybe you have a very intellectual conversation with this person and you guys connect intellectually. I think that's super important. You're patient. Okay. Some of you just rolled your eyes at me. Maybe that's not your strength, but that's okay. They see you as patient. You're approachable. That came into me as I love your smile. Your smile kind of said, I want to talk to you. It was welcoming. So they loved your smile. I have you're honorable and you're courageous. That came into me as you have a high degree of respect, and maybe in an area of your work, something like that. Maybe the type of work you do is very difficult, and maybe a lot of people wouldn't do it, that they admire that, they're saying. So there's a sense of admiration from but I think it's more around the type of work you do or the type of work that you did. So that feels good. I like that. You're filled with love. Absolutely. That is what they're going to be drawn to. They're saying that you don't go down the path of a victim. You don't go down the path of, resentment or somebody owes me something. You go down the path of, I have a lot of love to give and I just keep moving forward and hoping for the best, so they pick up on that energy in you and they see how you live your life, so it's a different way of living than maybe other people that they've approached and they're high maintenance, or they're always in a crisis. They always have drama around them. And then when you actually look at what's going on in their life, it's like they are creating that energy. Okay. They're like a Tasmanian devil that, they say, oh, look at my life. It's a mess. It's a mess. But that Tasmanian devil's creating that whirlwind of, dust around it. So they like your peace. They like your calmness. They like the love. That's where they're going to go. I have introverted. You could be a little bit more introverted than them. They could be a little bit more of a talker. It's okay. They said a smooth talker. Maybe they have one of those voices that, I love your voice. Your voice is sexy. Okay. You can turn me on with just the sound of your voice, like the first time you heard them on the phone, or, I'm going to go with that. There's something about the sound of their voice that hooked you. I've got grounded. They love that you're grounded. I have to tell you, I feel like they see you as somebody who has gotten through some battles, and come out on the other side and is a better person for it. I really do. I think this person respects that. I think this person knows that you're not a kid. You are living life on life's terms. you get it. You know, nobody's going to hand you anything, Spirit's saying. So, yeah, I think they admire your strength. I really do. And you're helpful. What can I do for you? Not that you want to wait on somebody, but yeah, you're good to them. They're good to you. You're filled with abundance. I love that. An abundance of love. So this person's going to love you for a lot of different reasons. Let's get some initials. Now, some of you may have somebody in mind, and these could be first initials, last initials. Don't worry if you don't get your person. It's just clues. And this is a general reading for everybody, collective. You could be any sign, they could be any sign. So, you know, always keep that in mind as well. All right, let's maybe zoom in a little bit closer. Hold on, I want to make sure this big bowl doesn't fall over. I'll have Scrabble letters everywhere. Okay, let's see. All right, so I have a big handful. Let's put these down. I have the letter T. I have a G. I have a C. I have a D. I have another D. I'll stack them together. I have an R. I have a J. But I do feel like it's a JR. I feel like it's a junior. Okay, so it could be somebody who literally has, they're a junior or somebody. Maybe they are called JR. I have an O. I have another T, the letter B, another D. D is popular. I have an E. I have a Rob coming through there, Robbie. I have I got a bunch of E's, so I'm going to put these E's together. So if you needed E's to spell a name, you got it. E. Okay, I have an A, an S, an M, Q, another R, U, another U, I have an I, and then I have two blank tiles. So I always say you get to use these as freebies. And if you were like a letter off from spelling your person's name, you can use these as like the freebie letter and use them for whatever letter you need. Okay, so those are your initials. So some of you, those could definitely be connecting to. I always love when they do. Let's see what else Spirit wants to share with us today. Spirit, what is it that you want us to know? Let's say messages of love. Where are we headed? Go up here for a second. Spirit, please share with me. I have adventurous. Now that looks like I'm taking a trip to Alaska. It feels like a bucket list. I want to take a cruise to Alaska. Maybe I've been to Alaska. But I definitely like the outdoors. I like mountains. I like water. So maybe I like to go on big adventures. Like if I'm going to go away, I want to go somewhere, they're saying very remote. So I want to go to places like I've never seen before. So that feels good. I could have somebody connected to the military or a uniform of some kind. I have spiritual work. Someone is very intuitive. Somebody's working on growing spiritually. I have a little bit old-fashioned. I don't think it's old-fashioned in the sense of how they dress, but I feel like it's old-fashioned in their values. I still believe in marriage. I still believe in treating somebody right. I still believe in things like maybe opening a door for somebody, pulling out a chair, getting somebody's coat. I mean, are those old fashioned or are those just my mother raised me well? You know, it's more like manners. I'm going to say high manners. Okay. Like thank yous and pleases. And, you know, like, I just feel like they're very polite. Let's say it that way too. Okay. That's nice. My mother raised me well. Actually, they're saying it's like I was raised by my mother and my grandmother. So I got two like women, you know, on top of me. So maybe this person was raised by a grandmother or two women in a family, something like that. I have fashion. I love your style. I love how you look. Sometimes I get insecure. I did have somebody that was more introverted. They're saying that I do come out of my shell after a period of time. That could be you. One-on-one, I feel like we do great. It's just I don't like large crowds. I'm not going to be the center of attention. That's not something I want to do. A student. Okay. I feel like I'm a perpetual student. Maybe I've been studying forever. Maybe I'm still in grad school. I go to school at night. So that could be a clue. I have freckles, somebody who may have fair skin and some freckles. Okay. I have I'm grounded. Okay. Little bit of peace on earth just came into me that it was a feeling of I fight for things. I fight for freedom. I fight for democracy. I fight for world peace. You know, like this person is, you know, the last thing that they would ever want is, you know, conflict. So, yeah, I mean, I feel like they have very strong views on democracy for some reason. Spirit, please share with me. I have a pilot, okay, or I want to travel. I wish I could learn how to fly a plane. Maybe that's on their bucket list. I would love to learn how to fly a plane. I have thin lips, dark, look at the dark hair. I have a shadow. I might have facial hair that's very, very groomed. And I have an entrepreneur that I have started my own business. I have plans to start my own business. I have that kind of personality that I would make a great, I have the personality and the knowledge that I could own my own business, something along those lines. Let's get some charms. Let's see what the charms are saying. I've got this beautiful bowl of charms and my magic scoop. And let's see what they're saying. This has some numbers as well. So sometimes the numbers can be birthdays. They can be ages, you know, something like that. All right, let's see. All right, some numbered dice. We'll start with that. The number 2 could be 2 weeks, 2 days, February. I have a number 1, January of 21 coming in. I have 15. I have the number 7, July 29. That could be an age, the date of the month. I have the number 3, 3 weeks, 3 days, 3 hours from now. How's that? That would be fun. All right, let's let me get a scoop. Let's see what they're saying. Okay, got lots of stuff here. I'm going to go with this. It looks like a laptop. Okay, so I do feel like their laptop's very important to them. They probably come home with their laptop. They travel everywhere with their laptop, work from home, always kind of checking their emails. So I'm going to say some kind of professional. I'm going to say somebody who computer, you know, their laptop's important. Okay. I've got, is this a plane? Yeah, there's definitely I need to travel in my lifetime. I want to learn to fly. They could be a pilot. Maybe they were in the Air Force. They got training. Maybe they're taking flying lessons now, you know, so they could be a pilot. That's cool. I've got another plane also. There's a lot going on here with the plane. I'm hoping that you're not long distance, that you would have to fly to see each other. That would be, my hands just tingled when I said that. So that could connect to a handful of you. I don't feel like that's everybody, but unfortunately, maybe we, you know, in this world, we can meet somebody anywhere in the world. So maybe you met somebody you got to get on a plane with, and you guys are going to go back and forth for a little while. I have a Eiffel Tower. I'm going to go to Paris. I feel like that's, felt like a honeymoon energy for a second there. I have a sleigh, Santa's sleigh. Now that is more of a Christmas time energy that maybe we'll be together for the holidays. Maybe it's like a walking around and seeing the decorations. So it feels like a little bit of a clue, like everything's decorated for the holidays. So for some of you, you could be together for the holidays. That would be gorgeous. All right, let's see. Okay, what is this? Okay, I have a bottle opener. I drink beer, bottle opener. I have to, whatever bottle I drink, I need a bottle opener, whatever I'm drinking. I have a saw. And at first I asked, is this person work with their hands? Now they're saying, no, I've cut all cords. So I don't have any attachments to anybody. I'm not, I'm going to put the scissors and the saw together. So I'm going to say both of you. Both of you have cut cords. That's something that we talk about. There's nobody in our past that is going to come out of the woodwork and say, hey, you want to get back together? No, I feel like we talk about it. No, I'm not going back to anybody in my past. So that's refreshing. That feels good. I have angel wings. Nope, I have swans, but I did say angel wings, and we had that angel card at the beginning. So it could be Spirit's way of saying, just remember us. But a swan, soulmate, right? Soulmates for life. So we could have somebody coming in that's our soulmate. And then I have cherries. We're very much alike. Okay, we could have a lot in common. We could be like two peas in a pod. So we could just have, just a lot of things that we like to do. That is always important. I have two fairies. Okay, I have two fairies. And I just felt like I was going to wave a magic wand over you both, and like your wishes do come true, like bing, with these fairies coming in. That feels nice. I have a little hand, two things. It was a take my hand, and it was also like a palm reading feeling, where I don't think you're officially a palm reader, but I feel like it's one of those things where give me your palm and you pretend that you're reading the other person's hand, just like a little game or a little flirting. So something like that. And then I have a cowboy hat. Okay, so who's this sexy cowboy? I've got a sexy cowboy. What did they say? I had a sexy voice. So I have a sexy cowboy coming in. Maybe there's something about this person that's a little bit of a bad boy, something like that. But I always love that sexy cowboy energy. So that's fun. All right, so they're cowgirl too. It doesn't matter. So here we go. Those are your charms. So those are fun. And let's see what some final messages are. I like the energy today. I think it's very playful. I feel like it's I don't know. Sometimes I just feel like you meet your best friend. I think I want to say it that way. That, I'm ready to meet my partner, my person I hang out with, my person that I do things with. So I just feel like that's right around the corner here. Spirit, please share with me some loving messages. What is it that you want me to know? I love the feeling of our eyes locking. I'll definitely hold on to that. I love this kind of sweeping off your feet. I liked hope and faith. Like I'll never give up on hope and faith today. What else did they share with me? And I loved the smooth talking. I'm going to go with the sexy, smooth talking cowboy. Who is this person? That is who I'm going with today. I keep dreaming about us. Nice. Like I know you're out there. Every night I go to bed thinking about you. So you're going to be on this person's mind. Nice. I want to marry you. So somebody who wants a future, somebody who wants the real deal. They said they cut all strings. There's nothing preventing them from being in a relationship right now. I'm so stressed out, the Five of Swords. So that could be work. They bring their laptop home with them. So they could have a demanding job. Okay, a lot of us do. Not me. I have a very calming job, but a lot of people out there have demanding jobs. I'm planning a surprise for you. How about the surprise is I'm going to meet you this weekend? Wouldn't that be awesome? That's the surprise. I'm coming into your life is the surprise. Let's put this out into the universe. It feels like a beautiful energy. Take with you what connected to you, leave the rest for everybody else. Let's ask Spirit to guide you this kind of love, or the things that connected to you, at least, to come into your life. I want to thank Spirit for these messages today. If you are new to my channel, I'm so grateful that you found this reading. Please remember to hit that like and subscribe button. Thank you always for your kind words and your compliments and everything. I really appreciate them. If you'd like to book a private reading, go to my website, kathymamolin.psychicmedium.com. Check out my other 2 YouTube channels. I've been posting consistently on those as well. I have a pick a card channel and I have a twin flame soulmate channel, and I'll put the links in the description. In the meantime, have a great Halloween weekend. Be safe. We'll see you over the week, but I hope you enjoy your weekend for sure. And thank you, as always, for your love and support in being here with me. We'll see you soon. Bye-bye.